Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, December 17th at 11 a.m. Central. My name is Carrie Ritchie. Thank you for joining me today. If you are watching live or the recording, please come on and say hi so I know you're here. And then you also will get the chance to win the 3 cards that we're making today. So I just wanted to share, I got some Christmas cards in the mail, and I love getting cards in the mail. I love getting cards. I mean, that's why I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, because I love to make cards and send cards and get cards. And some of these are handmade and some aren't, but I just want to share these beautiful cards with the deer and the rabbits and the Christmas tree. This was from my dear friend Denise and her husband Gary, so thank you for that. And then I've got this one from my sweet niece Emily that lives in California. And I wanted to show you what she made for me that I thought was so pretty. Look at this keychain. She's so creative. She's always been able to put things together that, I don't know, just really talented. And I love this keychain, and blue is one of my favorite colors. I love the turquoise cross and the K. I love this, so I need to call her today. I got that late last night, so I haven't had a chance to call her yet. Plus this bookmark with ocean stuff on it, because she knows I love the ocean. So thank you, Emily. And then I got this card from my mama and her boyfriend Dave, Winter Wonderland. And I love how it pops up and stands. It's such a cool card. If I can get it to do it. Isn't that fun? You see it? Anyway, I love that, Mama. Thank you. And I wanted to share, I had a bunch of leftover Christmas card parts. And so I needed labels to wrap my presents, which I'm kind of behind in, but so I had a bunch of the white tags left over and a bunch of just all of the stuff left over. And then I went through my retired embellishments and just made up a bunch. And this is all just leftover stuff, leftover ribbon and embellishments. And it was just fun to make these cards. These were white, like this. And I just sponged some real red on there, or different colors. Mostly real red, I think is what I did. I think I did some in shaded spruce, but I'm not seeing any of those. Anyway, that was fun. Making these, so I've got ready to wrap my presents. And then I had a demonstrator meeting on Saturday. It was so much fun. I had some of my 3 favorite ladies came, and one of them, Miss Patty, is a baker, Patty Cakes. And oh, thank you, Mama. Good morning, Terry. Thanks for joining. But yeah, Patty bakes Patty Cakes, and she got this cute little Stampin' Up! Box, and y'all have to see, I've already had 2 of them, but she makes cupcake truffles or cake balls, and they were gingerbread. Yeah, really yummy. So I just had to share that because I thought that was so cute and yummy. And then we did a downline swap, and I only had 2 ladies participate, but these were the 2 cards. So Miss Donna made this card, and it's popped up here, layered with that new fabulous Nature's Walk. Is that what it's called? Designer Series paper. I left my card out in the living room. I was stamping while I was watching Christmas movies last night. Not stamping, die cutting. And then this one was, oh, I didn't show you the inside. Always in my heart, thinking of you. Hello. And this one was from Miss Cindy Jones. So those gorgeous cards I thought I'd share. And then I got another Christmas card in the mail. This was from Miss Lisa and her husband, Brad. Isn't that a cute little winking Santa? I just have a holly jolly Christmas. I love that card. So thank you for all of those. And then for Stampin' Up! News, we've got the paper pumpkin for January is special delivery. It makes 9 cards, 3 each, of Valentine cards. So just so you're aware, there's also the February and the March, and then you can buy these dies. And then the product of the month, and I don't have a picture of it. I thought I printed one out, but I couldn't find it. But it is True Blue Florals Designer Series paper, and it is available now if you spend $75 or more, and you can add it on for only $5 instead of the normal $12.50 Designer Series paper price. And the advent calendar, to my knowledge, it's still available. And then my classes for January, I'm having birthday card classes. So you can come and take 4 cards for $20, or you can take the Stamp-A-Stack and make 20 cards for $38, or it's only $18 with a minimum $35 order. And they're all birthday. And then the evening class, I haven't decided what I'm going to do for that yet. I've got new stuff, and so I'm not sure. Anyway. Okay, there's new kids collections, there's new online exclusives, there's all kinds of stuff you can go online and look at. This catalog, a lot of this is on the last chance list, the September through December mini catalog, so get it while you can. A lot of things are marked down. And then the annual catalog you can still shop out of. Oh, you know what? Let's show the, where are the cards from last week before we get to today's cards? Okay, so this was a preview of the new, this is actually available, the Banner Sayings. I've ordered the punch. I just got the stamps at first, and then I decided I needed the punch, but the punch is actually not orderable until January 26th, or maybe possibly sooner. But this is a great word set. It's got 14 different words. And then we use the gears and textures. It's not available yet unless you're a demonstrator. And then you can get it early on the pre-order. Otherwise, it'll be available January 6th. And here is the fabulous stamp set. It comes with 16 stamps. And the dies, it comes with 16 dies. And these were the cards that we made last week. Sorry, let me get this stuff out of the way. So we made, actually we made this one, and this one, and this one, and then I had my downline meeting, and we made the same cards, except I didn't have enough of this paper, and I finally got my fabulous new Nature's Walk paper in. I should go grab that and show you because it's so pretty. Oh, you can't buy it until January 6th, but it's really pretty paper. So this is the one that we did in place of this one, since I didn't have any more of that paper. But this is all using the fabulous gears and textures. And the lucky winner of these 3 cards is Miss Oma Khan. So I will give those to you Friday when you come to class. So yay for that. And the new mini catalog, we can pre-order it as demonstrators, but otherwise you need to wait till January 6th to shop this. I can't show you the inside right now. I do have these available if you want to come by and pick one up off my porch. Or if you come to one of my classes, you can get one there. And then also the annual catalog has still got lots and lots of goodies in it. And this is the set that we're going to use today. It is Coneflower Celebrations. This has been one of my favorite sets. It's a really big stamp and die, and it's got lots of great words with it. So you can get the stamp set for $24 and the dies for $35, but if you buy the bundle, you save 10%, and it's $53 for all of it. So let me show you some actually, let me show you the stamp set first. So the stamp set has got 13 dies, and the words are happy belated birthday, you made my day, thank you, celebrating you, it's your day, I'm sorry I missed your special day, let's extend the celebration, I love that I've known you for so many birthdays. And then it's got, and the stamps are actually bigger, well, yeah, you can see here, they're bigger than the cover. But yeah, it's got the coneflower leaves, the stem, and some splotches, and a butterfly along with all the words. And then the dies are, sorry, I'm just sticking all my stuff here. There are 10 dies. So you've got this chain, this stem, these leaves, and this coneflower. And then on the opposite side, you've got the full, and you can use this as 2-piece, I'll show y'all in a second, of the coneflower, and then the outside leaves, the butterfly, and then the center of the flower. So here's some samples that I colored just for fun. I couldn't decide what I was going to do. My Stamp-A-Stack is Friday, and we're using this set. We're making 3 of the cards that we're making today. The 3 cards we're making today, plus an extra one. But this is the extra die. So I've actually stamped these and then die cut them and then cut them apart. So you can see that it was like this, but I cut it apart. So I just colored those with blends. I can't remember which. This was some of the blues. I think it was Pool Party, no, Balmy Blue, Azure Afternoon, and Blueberry Bushel. And then I'm not positive with this. I think it was Summer Splash and Shy Shamrock. And this one I did the Shy Shamrock and Summer Splash, and this was Summer Splash and Shy Shamrock. And that was Strawberry Slush. Anyway, those are just some ideas. So we'll go ahead and get started on our cards today. The first one we're going to use Misty Moonlight ink. We've got all our pieces here. Hello, Cindy. Ooh, I think I've missed some messages here. Terry, Cindy, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. So we're just going to fold our basic white 8.5 by 5.5 in half, and then I cut a piece of Petunia Pop. This is cut 4 by 5 1/4. And then the paper, this is on the last chance list, and it is the fun Floral Impressions Designer Series paper. It is a really pretty paper. It's got like flowers on one side and then just different kind of designs on the back. So we're just going to use this design, the blue. Find my adhesive here. Make sure I am not going off the camera. I'm trying to keep a better eye on the camera so I don't like go off screen. So we're just going to adhere this to the front, and this piece is cut 3 by 4. And then we'll attach, actually, you know what, I shouldn't have done that yet, because we're going to put the stem on there. We'll just cut this in half with our stem. Save that one for another piece. And then I've die cut in Petunia Pop 2 of the coneflowers, and then in Misty Moonlight, the center. And then this was using the Textured Notes. It's the smallest of the rectangle, not the long skinny one, but the smallest one here. So we'll go ahead and stamp that, and we're gonna Celebrating You in the Misty Moonlight on basic white. And we'll save that and go ahead and put this together. So we'll flip all this over. Okay, so we're gonna layer these. So if you just put them straight on top of each other, it doesn't have much of a, actually I think I'll go ahead and adhere this. Okay, so we're just gonna overlap them a little bit. And then we'll have this extra piece to cut here. And we don't want that to show, so I'm just going to cut that off. And then we'll put the flower center over that. And adhere our flower. And then our stem. It's got some adhesive on it. And then we'll pop up the Celebrating You. So, hi Oma. You won the cards from last week. Congratulations. I'll get them to you Friday at our Stamp-A-Stack. I left my trash can in my trash over here. Okay, So we will, and you know, if I had done that ahead of time, I could have cut that off even, but it doesn't really matter because we're covering it up. So we'll just add the petunia pop to our card front. And then I think we'll add a few jewels. So these are the Purple Fine Shimmer Gems. I'll just put a couple on there. And ta-da! So you can kind of curl these with your bone folder if you want them to go under, if you want them to go out, however you want to do that. And moving on to card 2. This one is a really quick and easy card. I mean, it's not really quick because we're coloring it, but we're gonna, this is, Shy Shamrock, 8.5 by 5.5. We'll set this aside and then we're gonna stamp this. I'll just put this underneath here. And we've got our Memento ink we're gonna use. And we're gonna stamp the flower first in Memento. And since it's such a big one, it's just easier to adhere the ink upside down. Make sure we get it good and inked up. Okay, we'll see you Friday, Oma. Bye. Okay, so we are gonna put this at an angle towards the top and hold that down. Voila, voila. Okay, and then we're gonna ink up our stem in Memento. And you can just slide that right in there. It's like it's perfect for that. And then we've got some leaves. So let's stamp our leaves on here. So it comes with 2 different leaves, and you can stamp and you can die cut, or you can just stamp and color however you want to. And then the words, we'll go ahead and do the words. And the words are, I love that I've known you for so many birthdays. I thought that was a really cute saying. And now for coloring them in. So we're gonna start, I guess we'll put the lid on that. We're done with the Memento. We're gonna start with the light pecan pie. We'll use the pointy tip to get in here and get all the little details of this coneflower center. Not sure what this part of the flower is called. Do y'all know? So I have tried a lot of different colors for the flower centers and the flowers, and I like the pecan a lot. Okay, next is pretty in pink. So we've got light and dark, pretty and pink, and we're gonna start with the dark. And we're just gonna start at the top and flick down to color this. Whoops, I got out of the lines a little bit here. And then we're gonna go in with our light, pretty and pink, and blend those together. And I think we can go in with the color lifter and maybe erase that a little bit since I a little heavy-handed. Maybe should have used the pointy tip, right? Probably should have outlined that and then gone in with the brush tip. And I think I want it. Let's use the color lifter and see if I can remove this. It's actually a color pusher instead of a color lifter. It just like pushes the color to the back of the card and then you can't see it. Funny? It's cool. Smells funny. All the markers do though. They've got that alcohol. I think I want it a little darker up here, so we'll just go back over a little bit more of the petal pink. I mean, pretty in pink. To just darken that a little bit. And moving on to our stem, I've got light and dark Shy Shamrock. And so I'm not going to use much of the dark. I just want to kind of add a little bit of darker color on here. And then I'm going to go in with the light and the bullet tip so that I can stay in the lines a little bit better. And of course I'm doing this really fast, so I'm not taking up too much of your day, so I don't want to waste your time. Coloring's done. I went out a little bit, but that's okay. It's a handmade card. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? So these are in colors that I'm using today on these cards that will be retiring at the end of April, May, beginning of May, they'll be retiring. So this one was Petunia Pop, that'll be retiring. And then Pretty in Pink and Shy Shamrock will be retiring. Let's try this color lifter just a little bit right there. It's not big, but just push that to the back. Okay, so then we're gonna pop, oh, we're not done. So we've got the splotches, and we're gonna stamp those in yellow and Lemon Lolly. So it's not real noticeable, but it just gives it a little bit of special effect on the cards. Just kind of gives it some depth, I guess is what you'd say. And let's see. So it's not real noticeable, it's subtle. Then we'll pop this up. It's not popped up. We'll stick it. You can pop it up if you want, but we're just gonna stick it to the Shy Shamrock here. So the first one I did, I actually grabbed Shaded Spruce instead. Oops, that's kind of crooked. So this one is Shaded Spruce, and it looks much better with the Shy Shamrock. It matches better. So I just got in a hurry and used the wrong one, but I like that with the Shy Shamrock. And then the lastly is using one of my favorite embossing folders of all times. It is the Dotted Circles. And usually when I use this, I get my cardstock and I center it between these so that the center is like all circles. But this time I was die cutting a bunch for the class that I'm having on Friday. And so I thought, you know what? I kind of like this where it's kind of a rainbow. So I put two, could do two at a time. Two fit in here. I don't have another one by me here, but but 2 fit in and you get 2 of the rainbow arches. Love this embossing folder. It's so pretty. It's 6 by 8.5. It's a really big one, and it's 3D, so it gives it a really deep embossing. And then we're using this die here. It is the 1, 2, 3. No, it's not. It's the 1, 2. It's the second number 2 die. Here, get all our pieces out. And so we've got that. And then I've die cut some pretty in pink coneflowers, and this is in Flirty Flamingo. I like those colors together. It's really pretty. Are y'all ready for Christmas? Next Wednesday is Christmas Eve. So fun. It's getting here, isn't it? Okay, let's go ahead and stamp this. So we've got Flirty Flamingo, and I use that instead of Pretty in Pink because it'll pull this in, and it's a little bit darker than Pretty in Pink, so it'll show up a little bit more. And we're just going to stamp It's Your Day on the little basic white piece. And you can always go in with your blending brush and add some more color to that if you want. But we're just going to keep it simple here. So put our adhesive on. Well, sometimes this gets stuck. You know what, let's just use our seal because I know it's going to stick really well. It's really a stronger adhesive. I just like this one for detail stuff. Okay, we're going to pop this up. So I've got my edges here. And how about one for the middle? Okay, we'll just set this over here. And we'll adhere this with our adhesive, getting all of the edges, and then we're going to put extra on the center because it is a 3D embossing folder. We want it to lay nice and flat on our card with our little rainbow. Make sure that's opening the right way. So we've got our rainbow dotted circles, and then we're going to put our flower together, and again we're going to overlap it so that we've got a really full looking flower, and then we'll just cut off this extra here. And then pop on our center. And we're just going to put this here. And pop this up. And just to add some jewels to this one, we've got the Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems. And I've got, Take Your Pick tool works great. I just have a lot of these left over from years ago, and so I just continue to use them. So yeah, this is a fun set. And again, if you shop with me at carrieritchie.stampinup.net and place your order, you'll get $50 order. You get 4 free handmade cards and a pack of 20 sheets of retired designer series paper. So here are our fun cards today. I added a dragonfly to this, but then I realized they're gone. They're retired and gone, but I still have leftovers. But yeah, you can fancy that up if you want, or if you want to add a butterfly. You know, you can add a butterfly there or a butterfly there. Lots of fun. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great week, and don't stress too much over Christmas. Remember, it's a time of God's love. And I thank you all for joining me. God bless. Bye-bye.